Hey there, this is the Japanese Retro Game Center with another YouTube video, another long overdue video, of course. Take a look here. The Japanese Retro Game Center is also the Japanese Retro Kids Room. My boys come up here and play. If you saw my Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, my social media, you saw my boys playing Mario Kart, the Japanese Mario Kart 64, two controllers. They were playing, if one boy's up here, we'll play Mario 64, so they like to play that every once in a while. It's-a-me Mario is what they say. And every game is Mario Kart when they're 3 and 2 years old. The first game they saw was me playing Mario Kart 8. So they like to say Mario Kart, even though it's Mario. A fun little thing with the boys. And this, also of course this. They like my Kenshin Dragon Quest game for the TV. I don't have it hooked up, but I have the swords. So, fun little dangerous pieces of plastic, I guess. So they have fun with that for a while before it gets too deadly. Then I make them stop. Very cool stuff. Oh, there's my PSX, the real PSX, right? The PlayStation 2 with the hard drive. That's my remote for it. A little tanned, but still works. Plays DVDs. Does what I needed to do, right? Plays the kids' movies and everything. So, today's video is the update on my Super Famicom collection. So, I have my entire collection. So, I have my boxes are all in here in this new shelf that I've told you plenty about. Right here. Right? This huge shelf. Everything is there. And I have my, here on the other side, my loose ones are sitting in here. Hey, so I have them all in there. In this entire stack right here, 8 drawers or so there. My loose ones are in there. Boxed ones are over here. Let's see. So let's read some stats off for you. So as of right now, I have 772 games in my collection altogether, and that's about 53% complete for as far as I can gather. Boxed, I have about 500. Last time I checked, it was under 475, but I think I found some more, so I think I'm up to about 500 boxed games. So then the rest are loose, so 200, 275, something like that. So let's take a look. Oh, and for the collection, for those of you wondering about price, hey, how much did this cost you? Well, I'll just keep it simple. Each game in here rounded out to about $1.40. So I am definitely the bargain hunter. Bargains can be done in Japan. You don't have to go to Akihabara. It's if you're a tourist and you're a quick trip to Japan, absolutely. Go to Akihabara, like if you're there in Tokyo. I don't live in Tokyo, so I can't really go up there, not with a family. And even if I did, it would be way too much money. Even here in Nagoya, there's they have that Super Potato now. I'm sure you guys have heard of Super Potato, so I'll have to check it out, but I mean, it's going to be expensive. Not Maru Zen. The other store. What's the other store? I can't think of it right now. But anyway, they're all expensive. So if you do real bargain hunting, you can find some good stuff. Like I said, all my games are it came out to about $1.40. So some games I did get for free, or huge sets. Some recycle shops, they would have like a deal. Here's a bag of games, for $10 or something, and it would equate out to like 60 cents, 50 cents or less for a game. Sometimes even these box ones are like that. Or they used to sell them for video rental stores. They used to sell some of the box games for 50 yen. I think I got my Jackie. Where's my Jackie Crush? Right there. That demonic pinball game, which I love. I've heard it in the background music in some videos like Alpha Omega Sin. He had his background music, so that's a great game. I think I got it for like 50 yen. So, or maybe 40 cents or something like that from an old video rental game store, which is now out of business. So there is that. So there is hope. So I don't know if there's hope for American collecting, like the good old NES, the good old Nintendo. Like, can you get games for $1.40 like anymore? I don't think it's possible. So if you want to really have a collection, like, hey, try the Japanese. I usually end up shipping games out to people less from Japan halfway around the world, I usually can ship it for cheaper than what people can buy the American version for, or their local version, European, Australian version. They're much cheaper. All right, so let's take a look here. So I did the collection in alphabetical order, right? Alphabetical order, English alphabet, right? Of course, ABC, right? Or numbers first. So I did it that way, but I went by the Japanese title. That was the easiest way for me to go through the collection. Does it make sense? I don't know. That's up to you. To me, it makes sense. Learning Japanese, living here in Japan, and all that fun stuff. I thought this was the easiest way. It would take me forever. I'd have to think too much about it if I went through like Japanese a-u-e-o, went through that like well, it starts with A anyway, right? It would start with A either way. So A and A, right? Either way, we're good. So here's a bit of the collection. I'm gonna go through fairly quickly. So Sansan eyes, right? 3x3 eyes. So, and it was like Sansan eyes, so like I just put it there. I guess you could put it in S if you really wanted to get picky, but nah, I did that. Oh, so these are my games I probably won't play. So, sorry, Appleseed, I probably won't play you. The games I will play, I think I told you about before, I'll play here. So, UN Squadron, like I said, I went by the Japanese name, Area 88. Not Super Castlevania, I don't want that in S, I want that in A. Akumaja, right? So, let's see. Astro Go-Go, fun box right there. Ashita no Joe, right, Ashita no Joe. Albert Odysseys in the back there. There's Scary Stories. I was just talking about Scary Stories, talking to somebody about Otogiriso, I believe was the name, and Kamae Tachi no Yoru. Here's another one. Right there. It doesn't say it on here, but usually it fits in that sound novel, right? It was very popular in Japan. Harvest Moon, Bokojo Monogatari. Sorry about that. I'm a little sick, I guess. Here I go. Battle Soccer 2. Pachinko. I have lots of Pachinko games. Hey, baby. Oh, Bastard. Bastard. I love to hate this game. Bastard. A fighting game that is a fighting game, but it's not. Cyber Knight Classic Road. If you live in Japan and you play video games, you cannot avoid horse racing games. You go to the game centers, you go anywhere, horse racing. Bonkers. Bonkers made it over here to Japan, if you didn't know. Some Bomberman, Destructive, Derby Stallion, Doraemon. So some of you guys I know like Doraemon. Here's a couple. Here's a couple Doraemon boxed ones. Elfaria, Grand Prix, F1, lots of F1 stuff, GT, my front missions are here, so that must mean my Final Fantasies are in the back, 4, 5, and 6. There's also Easy Type. I don't think I have Easy Type boxed yet. That's one I do want to get. Down here, so about A through G. How about A through G marked through here? And then I got to about N over here. Hokuto no Ken, Excite Stage, Lemmings, Light Fantasy 2. Right. Oh, there's Otogiriso. There was the one I was talking about before, the other Scary Story. I'm gonna go through this real quick. Gotta go, running out of time here. Romancing Saga, SimCity, right? S's, my P's, Parlor, Pachinko, so many Pachinko games. Super Famistar, I have all those, most of them. Super Fire, I'll show you. I got a few sticking out here. Queens, X, I have the special, the Human Games, Super Fire, Super Formation, they're all right there. Sudogoichi, I did a few of those. Momotaro, then I start my supers, right? So, all my supers, basically I have one column almost completely dedicated to supers, and it goes all the way over here. Super Puyo Puyo, right? Over there, Tetris, Tennis, Stadium, more Tetris, Tiny Toons, Theme Park is sitting there. Ultraman, talk about games to love and to hate. especially fighting games. They're good fighting games, and then you have Ultraman. But gotta have it in the collection. And down here, Yu Yu Hakusho, ending Yoshi's Road Hunting. Alright, and the Safari World Heroes. And then all the way in the deep dark corner here, finish Yu Yu Hakusho and Zen Nippon Pro Wrestling and all those guys. Zero, whatever that game was, I forget. So, there you go. Alright, that's a quick look at my collection. I want to make some more proper videos in the future instead of just the POV stuff. So I have to learn how to do it. Oh, and I need the proper equipment. So if I ever can get that settled, maybe in the future we shall see. Set up some sites. Hey, give me some money, you know, GoFundMe or something. And I can make some proper videos and do all the tricks of the trade. So that's it for now. Please check out all my websites. So look for Japan Retro Games or Japanese Retro Games Center. Find me on eBay. I'm on Etsy now. I have my own website, or not even www, just regular JapanRetroGames.com. So eBay, Etsy, the website, Twitter, Tumblr. I've revived Tumblr, Pinterest a little bit. And what else? Of course, yeah, Twitter, Facebook pages, all that fun stuff. So find me, follow me, comments. Let's talk about video games. Done. See you next time.